Hey, I'm Frank Azor. I'm Vice President and General Manager for Dell Gaming, Alienware, and XPS.
So let's talk a little about what you guys are showing new here at E3.
So one of the new products that we're showing at E3 is the brand new Alienware headset. What we wanted to do with this headset is build a really comfortable, wireless, high quality headset that was going to be able to be worn all day, and the battery life was going to be able to last you all day as well. So we get about 8 hours of battery life with the lights turned on, or we get about 15 hours with the lights turned off. We've got an integrated microphone over here. You can kind of manipulate it, put it anywhere you want in front of your mouth, kind of tuck it back when you're done. It expands, of course, for different size heads. It's got a really comfortable top here, kind of that rests on your head to make it really, really nice and comfortable. You can also twist these guys around so you kind of get all the dimensions that you'd want. All the lighting's customizable as you'd expect from Alienware. And then a couple things that are cool is the wireless dongle. You can nest it inside the headset, so if you're traveling with it, you don't have to worry about losing it. You also have the ability to connect a regular kind of stereo mini plug, so you can use it with your as a headset for your smartphone, or as a regular headset, a wired headset for your PC. It operates either wirelessly or wired, depending however you want to use it. This is where you charge the headset. You have an EQ over here as well, a couple different modes for different sound settings. And then what's really cool and popular, you get your volume rocker over here, a mute button, but we also have the ability to mix channels over here. So when it's recognized, when the wireless headset's recognized on your PC, it's recognized as basically two individual devices. And you can decide if you want, for example, for music to go to one channel and you want the game to go to another, or you want voice to go to one channel and the game to go to another. And then you can kind of mix between them just using this little rocker over here and control the volume between the two different channels, or go exclusively to voice, or exclusively to game, or exclusively to music, exclusively to the game, however you want to mix and match it. So just a really cool little nifty feature that we included in the headset. But yeah, we designed it to be very comfortable in terms of its weight, and kind of all the ergonomics and everything. We have some really soft padding for the ear cups over here and for the head over here. It's really well balanced in weight, and yeah, it's a nice headset. We haven't been in the headset game for a while now. Folks have come to us and said that they wanted something to kind of round out their Alienware ecosystem. They've got a notebook or a desktop, they've got an Alienware mouse and keyboard, which we launched here last year at E3, and this was kind of like the missing piece. They also have our monitors, of course, but this was kind of like the one last missing piece that they wanted, so here we are.
When's it out and how much?
So it launched today, and it's available in the US for $229. And then another product that we launched very recently, which is kind of new to our portfolio, is the G Series G3 17-inch notebook and the G3 15-inch notebook. So these are more affordable gaming notebooks. G3 is kind of where the entry of our product line is, and then we have our G5 and G7s, which were formerly called the Inspiron Gaming Notebooks, 5500 for example. We've rebranded those to the 5 and 7 just to make it a little bit easier for you to understand kind of what you're shopping for and what you're buying. 3 obviously being what's starting point, 7 being the best in this generation of product. The 17 G3 goes all the way up to an i7 and a 1060 Max-Q CPU or GPU. We've introduced blue as a color option, so black and red, you can find almost any gaming system to have that combination. We've introduced blue backlighting and blue here to kind of change things up a little bit, give folks a different color option. You notice it's actually a pretty thin notebook design as well, so the 17 inch is about 24 millimeters in Z height, the 15 inch is about 22 millimeters in Z height, so it's a nice thin form factor. It's a great notebook to use kind of all day. It's got really good battery life as well. It's fully gaming capable. It's designed for gamers. So if you want something that's affordable, this thing starts at $799 and the 15-inch starts at $749. It's just a great, easy way to get into PC gaming or to buy your first gaming machine. That doesn't have to exclusively be a gaming system for you. It can also kind of, you can use it at school, get a decent amount of battery life. You can use it at work. It's not so flashy like maybe a G7 is or an Alienware system is as well. So if you don't want something that's going to be like the focal point in a conference room or in the classroom to distract everybody, you can get something a little bit more subtle with these products. A couple weeks ago, we updated the Alienware 17 and the Alienware 15 with a brand new 8th generation Intel 6-core processors. So on both the 17 and the 15, you can get all the way up to the Core i9 6-core processors. We actually overclock them as well, so you get a maximum amount of performance from them. With these newest models of the 15 and 17, we made several improvements to the cooling design of the systems as well. So even though they still have the same graphics, the 1060, 1070, and 1080, you'll get actually higher performance from the CPU and the GPU than you would have on the predecessor products. The 17-inch features a 1080 Max P configuration of the GPU, so it's the maximum performance, and we overclock that even above and beyond what the normal design is. It's a 150 watt design, we overclock it all the way to 180 watts, and then on the 15-inch you can get all the way up to the 1080 Max Q, operating at 115 watts. There's 3 different configurations of that 1080 Max Q, with the 115 watt being the highest end one, the highest performing one, and that's the one that we're using on the Alienware 15. So as always, you can get the maximum performance as you'd expect from Alienware. These are no different. They've just been updated to give you even more performance through graphics and through the new introduction of the Intel 8th generation CPUs.
You guys are also showcasing VR. Can you talk a little about the impact VR has had on the gaming space?
Yeah, I mean, we are huge proponents of VR. It's a category and a use case that we believe is very relevant today, and it's going to continue to grow in its relevancy in the future. Every single Alienware product is VR capable or VR ready out of the box, and we made that commitment 3 years ago, and we've been delivering on it since then. And all of our Dell gaming products are VR, they have VR capable configurations available for sale. What we're showing here is just how versatile our systems are, where you're running Oculus with multiple sensors, the Oculus stand-up experience, and we're doing that off our 15-inch notebooks, our 17-inch notebooks, even our 13-inch notebook can run this experience without any hiccups, without any issues, without any lag or stutters or anything. So it's just our commitment again to VR. We believe in the category. We think we know it's driving a lot of demand for PCs because we've seen a huge surge in folks buying PCs and planning to use them for VR in the future. So we've done the research, and over 50% of our customers that are buying our machines plan to connect a high-performance VR headset to it in the future. So we know that folks are buying 1060s, 1070s, and 1080s because they want that insurance policy to know that new investment that they're making in their hardware is going to be capable, not just today of playing their games fast and smooth, but it's going to be VR capable in the future as well whenever they are ready to make an investment in a headset.